Alright, moving on. We're actually going to get into some actual news and talk about this fucking shitty ass administration is authoritarian trash. It's literally weaponizing the DOJ, and let's just get into this. This is the Daily Mail. Sorry for the ads. They fucking wouldn't let me look at it without fucking ad blocker because, everybody's greedy pieces of crap now. But here we go. Revealed feds had a secret backup plan to arrest Derek Chauvin in court for police brutality if he was cleared of the killing. Pedal bar arrest white ex-cop and fucking. Why did you have to say white? Like, we all know he's fucking white. I'm not even going to read those little bullet points. Secret Department of Justice plans to arrest Derek Chauvin in court had been cleared of murder in George Floyd have been revealed. So, like, if he was declared innocent by our justice system, and don't get me wrong, he's not innocent, but if he had been declared innocent, they were coming at him anyway. Like, this is ridiculous. So that multiple sources told the Star Tribune federal prosecutors were ready to move in and charge the white ex-cop on federal counts moments after a not guilty verdict on charges of a second third-degree murder manslaughter for the event of the mistrial. The Department of Justice prosecutors now also plan to bring civil rights violation charges akin to hate crimes of police brutality against Chauvin and the three other cops on duty with him when Floyd was killed. So they're going after them all. The secret plan saw DOJ investigators collaborate with their state counterparts at Minnesota U.S. Attorney's Office to arrange to charge Chauvin by a process called criminal complaint, which does not require a grand jury. They were going to lock this dude up if he had been found innocent, if he was innocent and was found innocent without a grand jury. That is utter totalitarian garbage, and would have been spent in the process of bringing fresh charges against the former policeman amidst fears a not guilty verdict would have been prompted fresh riots. Of course it would have prompted fresh riots. Ultimately, the backup plan did not have to be used after Chauvin was found guilty of all three counts he faced. He was convicted of the second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter and taken to Minnesota's maximum security prison, Oak Park Heights. He will be sentenced on June 25th after the court pushed it back from its initial date of June 16th. He faces up to 40 years in prison. The DOJ is now planning to indict him and the three other cops involved in Floyd's death on civil rights charges, a source told the Tribune. The federal investigation into Floyd's death is separate to the state's case, which led Chauvin's trial to the conviction of last week. He's already been found guilty. Why this is an unnecessary waste of money? They're trying to make a political statement. It's been running in a parallel. The feds are not supposed to be used as the political pawn. With federal authorities presenting evidence before a grand jury of 23 citizens who would decide if there's a probable cause to bring charges against the disgraced officer. The three other cops, Jana Krang, Thomas Ling, I can't even pronounce the names, Tao Lau, faced trial together on August 23rd on the state charges of aiding and abetting second-degree murder and manslaughter. They denied those allegations and were fired from their jobs at Minneapolis PD in the wake of Floyd's death. The Minnesota AG's office wants to also add the charges. So I didn't know this. They're actually charging the other three offices too now. They didn't check him for 8.5 minutes. That's negligence. Degree murder in each case. Now, the DOJ wants to indict Chauvin on federal civil rights violations over Floyd's death in 217 instances where he knelt on a black 14-year-old's neck for nearly 17 minutes. Kuilau and Lau would have been indicted over Floyd's death. I mean, if he's shown a history, maybe, but can I trust you because of all the garbage? Chauvin has never faced any charges over the 2017 incident, which detailed surfaced last year as state prosecutors asked the judge to allow them to use the case as evidence in the former cop's use of force of his trial. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't let you use it, but it is what it is. It's like the judge banned prosecution from telling the jurors about the truth in courts. Documents prosecutors the body cam showed Chauvin and another officer responding to a domestic assault after a mother said she was assaulted by her teenager son and daughter. The body cam footage was not been released. That is a fucking crime. Immediately should be released. The officers, that's why you have the body cam footage. You should not be able to keep that from us. Period. The officers arrived to find the 14-year-old boy lying on the floor of his bedroom while on his phone. They ordered him to get up, but he was under arrest. When he refused, Chauvin grabbed him and struck the teen in the head with his flashlight multiple times, the court document says. Chauvin then grabbed him by the throat before hitting him against the flashlight. Prosecutors had argued this all occurred less than a minute after the officers first encountered the boy. I'm going to have to say he's showing signs of being an aggressive shitbag. Because, like, and I don't really want to be that guy, but if you're not willing to show me the footage, then I have to assume you're hiding something. I mean, I do. Prosecutors had argued this is all good less than a minute after the officers first encountered the boy. Chauvin then applied the neck restraint to the boy, who briefly went unconscious, and then placed him in a prone position with the knee on his back for about 17 minutes, and the paramedics were the same crap without assessing. He held his knee on the boy, who was bleeding from the ear even after he said he was in pain and couldn't breathe, prosecutors said. According to court documents, the boy's mother asked Chauvin 4 separate times to take his knee off her son. On one occasion, she pointed out her son said he couldn't breathe. She also noted that her son was in handcuffs and couldn't do anything in Chauvin at one point, and the mother said Chauvin had hit her son with the flashlight for no reason. Chauvin took his knee off the teenager after the paramedics arrived. The paramedics, who assessed the boy briefly while he held down the note, noted that he would likely need stitches for the wound on his ear. The teenager was arrested for domestic assault and obstruction with force. Prosecutors said Chauvin, Jesus fucking Christ, was used regardless of this. It sounds like this fucking fuckery all around this bullshit. We should just maybe, I mean, I guess it already is burning to the ground. You're a blight on all our houses, Minneapolis. A blight. Floyd after knelt on the man's neck for more than 9 minutes. It was 8.5 minutes. It wasn't more than 9 minutes. As he begged him to stop saying, "I can't breathe," or "I'm going to arrest me," as was true with the conduct with 8.5 minutes. So at least get it right. George Floyd Chauvin rapidly escalated to use of force of relatively minor effects, just like with Floyd. Chauvin used an unreasonable amount of force without regard for the need for that level of force and the victim's well-being, prosecutors argued in the court. We all know that. We've been following the trial. But we're going to continue. You can watch that if you want. It's Daily Mail. You can finish reading it if you really choose. If you haven't released the body cam footage, it sounds like you might be violent. I don't know. It's hard to trust this with all the garbage going on. But either way, they shouldn't be using the DOJ to push a political message. And this is not the only time they're using that. We'll get into that, what they're doing next. Because they're fucking over Rudy Giuliani, too. I'm just saying.